Yor Forger is by far the most interesting character in Spy Family. And I've done 3 of these Spy Family character analysis videos, and I was careful to keep that designation for her. Hold on, let me explain why. Why doesn't the best spy in the world, the master of disguise, suspect his own wife of having a double life? This man, codenamed Twilight, can read a whole room, detect someone's secret identity from what specific political phrasing only state agents can use. But his wife, this woman, he has no suspicion at all that she's an assassin. This is genius writing. Loid hides behind masks. Anya hides behind fake ignorance. Yor doesn't hide her real self. Yor isn't pretending to be a normal person. She is a normal person until she isn't. Her assassin side ain't a performance. It's a switch, no pun intended. A switch she learned to flip when raising her brother on her own. A switch she trained through desperation and Garden's influence. You know, kind of like Bucky and the Winter Soldier-esque. And she doesn't necessarily hide that switch either. That's why by the time Loid sees her at the end of the day or whenever they see each other, she's not putting in extra effort to hide something. That's the real Yor Briar now Forger. It just flips when she gets a new target or someone she loves is in danger. The rest of the time, we see the real Yor. Awkward, gentle, self-conscious, compassionate, socially anxious, and most notably, emotionally fragile. She hopped in the paint with a bunch of bounty hunter assassins ready to offer. They was jumping her. She came out on top, but don't let her burn dinner, because then she'll cry. Loid never suspects Yor because the Yor he sees is real. It's not a deception. Just a woman who compartmentalized her own life so deeply for so long that even she forgets about it sometimes. Back in season 1, when we saw Yor get her first call, I was convinced she was evil. The seemingly unsuspecting but totally nefarious anime trope. Like the one kid with black hair in Promised Neverland. I'm forgetting his name right now. But no, she wasn't evil. She was just on the clock. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to The Breast Show, a place where we give our anime and gaming opinions while doing a little bit of animated and gaming ourselves. And today, we're taking a deeper look into Yor Briar, now Yor Forger. Now, Yor might just be my favorite character in the show. I'm not gonna lie. I had to take an extra long look at her because I knew that there was more than meets the eye, but I couldn't explain it. I couldn't put it into words. So I did a lot of work and tried to put it into words, and hopefully y'all get it and y'all follow me. Let me know in the comments if y'all do. Hopefully by the end of this video, I can convince you to hit that subscribe button and also hit that like button because it really helps the channel out a lot. Let's get straight into this. Yor Forger. I know the Code White movie was just a movie. I'm not even sure if it's canon or not, but I think there were some great examples that we could pull from that movie. If you haven't seen that movie, definitely check it out. If you watch Spy Family on Crunchyroll, you just have to search it in the search bar and it pops up as a whole different season with one episode in it. Just check it out. You won't have had to watch it to get this reference, but it'd just be better if you did. I'm gonna explain the reference. I just watched it, so it's fresh in my mind. Bear with me here. In one scene in the Code White movie, the writers show us how Yor really works. On one hand, in the beginning of the movie, Yor is worried, wondering if Loid has a secret girlfriend somewhere and he's conducting an infidelity. She's doubting herself, doing all of that. The next second, she switches immediately when Anya's being harassed by 2 government soldiers. They threaten Anya and she flips. All she does is tell Anya to close her eyes and then she puts hands and feet on them. Beats the dog shit out of the 2 brothers just for trying to hurt one of her people. It's not slow, it's not subtle, it's immediate. Bang, a full-on Garden elite assassin putting hands and feet on 2 unsuspecting people she just met. And then, after she realizes Anya is good, she switches back, just like that. The duality isn't fake, it's trained. She's different from Loid. She's not a spy. She's an assassin. She's skilled in combat, not covertness. This would actually explain how I play the Hitman games. Shout out to Agent 47. Yor has muscle memory built off of survival. And most importantly, Loid can't detect it because it's not a lie. It's not a disguised behavior. It's like a neurological shift. And like I said, she's not exactly hiding it. So this assassin side kind of slips out in front of Anya and Loid many times, but every time it does slip out, Loid kind of chalks it up to athletic tennis abilities, maternal adrenaline, or just stress. And sometimes it actually is stress, but it's not actually stress. But then one little theory that I'm coming up with in my own head is that maybe after all this time with Anya and Yor, maybe Loid is developing two sides of him as well. Maybe the spy side of him, Twilight, does suspect that there's more than meets the eye when it comes to Yor. But Loid Forger, or whatever his real name is, doesn't want to think of her in a negative light. The great spy cannot detect what Yor herself isn't consciously performing. And something else that makes Yor unbelievable is that she kills in cold blood on a nightly basis, I'm assuming, but cries when Anya forgets something for school. She murders assassins with pinpoint precision. Glad I had my pop filter on for that one. But also breaks down fearing her own internalized imposter syndrome. She can kill a man with 2 fingers, but can't cut a carrot correctly. She's terrifyingly lethal, yet emotionally delicate. Loid needs to learn to feel. Anya needs to be seen, but Yor is the emotional anchor. She softens, encourages, and sacrifices for literally everyone she knows. Her new family that abruptly got together, her brother, even the co-workers that at her cover-up job that talk about her behind her back and to her face. She doesn't pretend to want to be part of the family. She is part of the family. And that desire is the key. It's the foundation of the Forger family becoming a real family. And Yor will be the main reason this family does become real whenever that happens, if it hasn't happened already. But I'm talking about the version with no lies, the version with no secrets. And it's because she's the one who fully commits to the family unit. Her moral compass, despite what she does for work, is the strongest in the cast. Loid and Anya definitely have proven many times they will skirt the corner on their morality to get what they want. Loid has to. Anya's just a kid. They do that all the time. Yor doesn't do that at all. She's the character with the most internal contradictions, and the show embraces that fully. And that's what keeps her fascinating, because technically all 3 of them should be a lot more like Yor. Yor's internal contradictions are valid because all 3 of them are living lives that are contradictory to what they say they're living. And they're constantly in that lie 24/7, 365. But Yor is the only one out of the 3 who has enough sense to question whether or not what they're doing is right. And these little moments of Yor's introspection is where the show gets scary. It's like foreboding foreshadowing. Will Garden eventually force Yor to stop Operation Strix by either protecting Desmond or killing Twilight, who, again, they know Twilight exists. And if Garden ever finds out that Loid is Twilight, Yor would then become the perfect weapon because she's close to him, and it's obvious that she's got his trust, even though he probably shouldn't trust her, just considering her job and considering his job. But I think that this is a shadow hanging over the whole story. Garden isn't just a side organization. It's the darkest and most morally compromised force in Spy Family. And it's clever how the mangaka put the most morally aligned person to be associated with them. Even Wise doesn't know of Garden's operations. I'm pretty sure they just chalked it up to urban legend. But that's not the only nightmare scenario when it comes to Yor. There's another one. Will Yor be forced to go against her own brother? Yuri is with the state. Yor is with Garden. In theory, their missions should collide eventually. One protects the state and one kills to maintain balance. Who knows? A bomb could be dropped on us that the state partners with Garden to stop Wise. And really it doesn't matter because Loid and Wise are the natural enemies to both Garden and the state government. This trio of loyalties is a ticking time bomb. Loid is focused on the mission. Anya is focused on making her family proud. But Yor? She questions her place in this society, in Garden, in the family, constantly. And we've seen this a lot, especially during the cruise mission. She even asked herself, what am I doing this for? And she is the only one constantly analyzing, contemplating, maybe not contemplating, her own space in the family. But at the same time, she's the only character willing to change her stance for the family's sake. And that's what makes Yor and her growth the most human in this story. As a matter of fact, I think Yor probably has grown the most in this story. Everyone else's role in the family was so obvious that it was almost silly to question it. Obviously, Loid is the spy. Anya is the most important in the group, obviously. But I felt silly that the writers just made Yor an assassin because she had to have something cool to do too. I knew that there was a deeper person in there when looking into that second level. She's not empty at all. Yor Forger is a paradox that shouldn't make sense. But somehow, in universe, she holds the whole show together. Check out a previous video I did about how Anya, not in universe or out of universe, holds the whole show together. But Yor is the balance. She's the blade that protects the family, but she's also the warmth that bonds it. The day her worlds collide, Garden, the state government, Twilight, Anya, Operation Strix, will be the day Spy Family stops being a comedy and turns into a tragedy. And yet, she's the only one strong enough to prevent that. Yor is an interesting character because she's the only one that can save the family or destroy it. And neither Loid or herself will realize what she's doing either. I cannot wait to watch another episode of Spy Family. And I can't wait for season 4 to drop. I mean, come on, season 1 was like 20 some episodes. I need one of them again. This show has been great and it's really grown on me. It started out really hard for me to get the direction of everything, but once I got it, everything started clicking, and it was right after that Loid backstory that brought in a lot for me. If you were interested in this video, this is my 4th Spy Family video, so I got a whole bunch of more Spy Family videos for you to watch. And if you watch other animes like One Piece, Dan Dan Dan, Dragon Ball, Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho, I got stuff for that too. If you like video games, I recently posted a Zelda video game tier list. I got something for everyone. We do anime and gaming opinions. I'm doing the animated and gaming ourselves. The gaming we are doing on the second channel, The Bread Show Live, which should be linked on this channel's homepage, where I have a whole bunch of edited videos and VODs of me playing games with my friends, basically. And if you want to catch those live, I be streaming on Wednesdays with my friends Amanda and Malachi. We be playing whatever game is hot, playing Minecraft in the background. We be streaming, having a good time. Like, it's just good vibes, good chemistry between all of us. So yeah, hopefully by this time, I convince you to hit the subscribe button and like the video. Maybe if you got the time, check out that second channel. And if you have a Twitch, check out that Twitch. Follow a brother on there. Yeah, man. Spread love, give inspiration in all you do, and peace out.
Welcome to the Crash Show. Take 2.